Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. and I make videos all about making and selling candles. And today's video is something that I honestly never thought that I would ever make a video like this before, but I definitely feel the responsibility and the obligation as somebody who has raved about soy 10 as being the best all soy wax that there is out there. I definitely feel like I owe you guys to tell you this information, and that is what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So a couple of days ago, I had somebody reach out to me on Instagram and they sent me a screenshot of the DIY Facebook group. And somebody had made a post about them reaching out via email to the manufacturer of soy 10, which is AccuBlend. And they had asked them about what the blend meant in the soy 10 description. So real fast, let me read you guys what that description says. So on their website, it says that AccuSoy number 10 all-natural soy container blend is a smooth, all-natural blend of 100% soy wax ingredients. And reading that, I am under the impression, and pretty much everybody has been under the impression who use that wax, purchase the wax, even the suppliers that purchase it from the manufacturer. And I do want to let you guys know, I don't put any blame on the suppliers that carry this wax and sell it to us. It is all on the manufacturer to disclose what is in their wax. In my opinion, I don't know how regulated this industry is. I know how unregulated the candle making world is. So truly, I don't know the legalities of this. I don't know how much they have to disclose. But reading that and the impression that everybody gets and what I have had for the past 2 years is that soy 10 is just soy. Well, the manufacturer responded and they replied that soy 10 is indeed blended with a small amount of paraffin wax. And to be 100% honest, you guys, I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe that at all. I saw it and I kind of felt that pit in my stomach, and it was one of those things where, I don't know, and kind of over dramatic as that sounds, you guys, my soy 10 has been something that has just been the foundation of my entire business. It's what I started with. If you go back to my first video, I am using soy 10 in that video, just getting started, and I have used this in pretty much every single one of my videos, have talked about it, have shared it with you all, and I feel like so many of us believe that this is 100% soy wax. So I wanted to, especially to my viewers who are candle business owners, who are advertising this wax as 100% soy wax, I want you to know this. I want you to know that this wax does contain a small amount of paraffin. And in my opinion, I don't feel like this always had paraffin in it. I feel like there was something that changed earlier this year because I had made a video for you guys. It was a Make Candles With Me video. And I was so frustrated in that video because I'm like, I feel like soy 10 changed. I feel like there was something about it that was different. But it was my first year in business. It was my first year purchasing this wax in different weather conditions. I thought that the weather affected the way that the wax performed. And I thought that it would have this huge, drastic difference. And I just was kind of like, that must be what it is, but putting all these pieces together, it would make sense that it used to be all soy because I have talked with multiple people. I have talked with people in multiple Facebook groups stating that they have contacted AccuBlend even last year, and they confirmed with them that soy 10 contains no paraffin wax. So I believe, in my personal opinion, that soy 10 used to be all soy ingredients, but at some point last year, they changed it and nothing was disclosed to their customers. So you better believe that I sent them an email that night that I found out about this information. And I actually had received a response from them pretty early the next morning. And they did confirm with me that soy 10 does contain a small amount of paraffin wax. And so I asked them why it was not disclosed on their website, why it says that it's made up of 100% soy wax ingredients, and I have not heard back from them. I don't know if they plan on responding to me, but that's just kind of where I sit right now and kind of where my mind has been over the past 24 hours or so that I've been thinking about this and how I have been wanting to talk about it with you guys and what I plan on doing moving forward. Because to be honest, I actually don't have a problem with the paraffin content at all. I really don't. I haven't ever thought of paraffin as being this evil, toxic thing. I know that so many candle business owners use paraffin. It is a very, very popular wax to use. I feel like it's one of those things that have been stigmatized so much that a lot of people just kind of stay away from it because they think it's just like the worst thing ever. But I don't actually have a problem with paraffin wax being in soy 10. I do, however, have an issue with being misled, and I think that it's more of an ethics issue for me than anything. Whether or not you think that I am right or wrong in my feelings with this is kind of where I stand, and I feel like the more that the days go by and I can kind of get away from the newness of this situation, I might feel differently. I don't know how I'm gonna feel a couple of months from now, but as of right now, I still feel very misled and very frustrated, but I'm trying to put my emotions aside because in business, a lot of times I can let my emotions take over and I have to bring in more of the logical side and think of how I want to do things moving forward. So in terms of what I've done so far, I have updated my website and I have put in my description of my candles that it is soy wax, but it does contain a small amount of beeswax and paraffin. I personally blend my own beeswax in there, and there is a small amount of paraffin in the soy 10 wax. And actually, if there is a small amount of paraffin in the soy 10, then it's even smaller because I do multiple blends. So it is probably a pretty insignificant amount, but I do still want to put that on my website for my customers to know about. And I'm sure you guys want to do that as well, because we do want to be as transparent as possible to our customers with the limited amount of information that we have control over. And just to let you guys know, whatever I am choosing to do moving forward with this is not automatically something that you guys have to do. If you guys are feeling something completely opposite of this situation, if you don't think it's a big deal, if you think it's a massive deal, if it's affecting you differently than it's affecting me, it's completely normal. Everybody's going to respond to this differently. And to be honest, I am so new in this. I've never had this happen before, and I've never had 85,000 people watching me to see how I am reacting to the situation. So please understand that I am doing the best that I can with the information that I have been given, and the ethics part of it and all of that kind of stuff that comes into play when something like this happens, and also knowing that I still have to run a business. So we're trying to balance all of these things at once. And with that being said, I still plan on using soy 10 for right now. I have so much soy 10, you guys. I had picked up directly from the manufacturer earlier this year, like tons of wax. And I have so much of it left over, and it's the only wax that I have truly worked with enough to sell with. But the good thing that happened with this whole situation is that I have learned, and it's really kind of punched me in the face, that why are you only working with one wax? Why is this only one thing that you are working with for your business? We should always have multiple different waxes that we know about, just in case it got discontinued and they stopped making it. You have to think about that. And that's something that I didn't want to accept, because we all know how stressful the testing process can be initially. And yes, I have still been testing with my candles and changing some things up, but it's nowhere near where you are in the beginning when you first are seeing all these ingredients, all these waxes, all these wicks, and you have no idea where to start. And the good thing about all this is that I have a better idea of how to go about the testing process, and you guys get to see it. You guys get to see the different waxes that I'm testing out, where I'm choosing to purchase wax from, and what waxes I'm working with, and what wicks, and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's going to bring more variety onto my channel. And I know I've said that before in the past that I'm going to start working with other waxes, but it is so hard to be making these candles and also be trying to test different things at the same time. So running my business and having my channel. But with this, I feel like I am wanting to find another kind of wax, or maybe 2 waxes that I can use for my candles. And I'm totally fine with those waxes containing paraffin if the company is stating that it contains paraffin. And that is all this is for me personally, is the not disclosing the information. That is the biggest thing that I have a problem with. I love soy 10. I don't like being misled. But anyways, guys, I think that is all the information that I wanted to talk about in this video. I know it wasn't a fun topic to talk about. I'd actually filmed this a couple other times. I've been sitting here for like over an hour because I'm just like, I don't even know where to begin. And it wasn't until my 3rd attempt that I'm like, I'm just gonna say what's on my mind. I do have to be careful with what I say, but I also want to be very transparent with my emotions and my feelings about this topic, and just kind of wanting to get the message out there. And I hope that you guys are able to take this information and do what is best for you and your business. But with that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.